Hello students, welcome back to Needlework class. Today we are going to learn about proper garment care procedures. Okay, so one of the first things you should appreciate or know is your care labels. You have to know why it's important and where to find your care label in your clothing. So what is a care label? A care label is a tab attached to the inside of garments instructing us how to properly care for our clothing. So we have the care label here. Oops. Okay. Use this pencil to help us. So this is our care label. Okay, so usually you have a fabric above your label, which has the designer's name or the brand name. Let's say this garment is designed by yours truly, Natalia Pratt Design. Okay, that's my brand name. Then on your label, you have to see your fabric content. This is mandatory information. Okay, you have to know what the fabric of your garment is made out of. So this garment is made with 60% cotton and 40% polyester fibers. Now, the most important thing, well, for many of us, is the care instruction. So you have a series of international shapes. So these shapes can be interpreted and understood all over the globe. That's why we use them. Okay? So imagine if this garment was made in Taiwan. They would have to print the care label in many languages for us all to buy it and know how to care for it. To avoid that hassle, we created the international care symbol. Okay, care symbols. So basic care instructions come in 6 shapes. And we have them here. So you have instructions that look like this: a bucket with a wave inside. The wave represents water. You have this triangle. You have a square with a circle inside. You have a square that's empty. And you have this shape. And you have this circle that's empty. The basic shapes, okay? Now a few of them, you can look at them and appreciate what they mean without me even saying, right? So let's see if what you're thinking is correct. So the first one, instructions for how to wash. This one, how to use bleach. This one, tumble dry. This one, what do you think this one is? It's similar, not the same. Dry. Now how they're different, you use a machine, you don't. Here, this one is easy. It resembles what? An iron. This one, dry, clean. All right. Now only 1 or 2 of these symbols are left empty sometimes on your care label. Most of them, you have to add extra drawing or symbols on the existing shape to properly instruct the customer as to how to care for the garment. So we're going to explore that a little bit. Let's see how to instruct our customers in our care label for our garment. So let's look at this one first. A little closer. Okay, so we have wash. So usually this symbol is expecting you to probably wash in a washing machine, in a machine. So to help to understand the temperature, we use dots. So cool water, cold water, 1 dot. How much dots do you think warm water needs? If you said 2, you're right. Hot water temperature, or a high temperature, 3 dots. So you just go up to increase your temperature. Now, you also have different cycles in your machine. You have normal. If it's normal cycle, you will just have the bucket and it'll give you the temperature. But if it's a permanent press cycle, then you add a line under your bucket. Now, if it's gentle, you have to be extra careful. What do you think you do? You add an extra line. Okay? So 1 line is permanent press, 2 lines, gentle cycle or delicate cycle. Okay? Permanent press, do you know what that means? That cycle, okay, the word press helps you to appreciate what that means a bit. It's a little different than normal cycle. This cycle helps you to remove wrinkles from your garment or your fabric. Okay, so we use warm water in the permanent press cycle to help to remove wrinkles, and we have slow spinning happening. The slow spinning helps to prevent future wrinkles. Okay, that's permanent press. So normal is a bit more agitation happening inside the machine. You know, when it does the twisty motion. Yeah. Just now my hands look like a giant hand anyway. Okay, bleach. Bleach, if it's empty inside, use any bleach you want. Non-chlorine bleach, bleach with chlorine. But if this garment specifies non-chlorine bleach, you draw 2 lines going through it, diagonal. Now, if bleach is not allowed, then you will see a filled-in triangle with an X going through it. Keep bleach away from me, okay? Tumble dry. So if you see that shape is filled in, you aren't to use any heat, okay? So no heat. Now, what do you think the symbol is for tumble dry? Low, L-O-W heat. 1 dot. Okay? I'll just ask out loud to appreciate the tumble dry medium heat. 2 dots, tumble dry using high heat, 3 dots. Similar to washing, if you're instructed to use the permanent press cycle, you draw a line under your symbol. Gentle, you would see 2 lines. Now, if you have an X going through it, that means what? That you are not supposed to tumble dry this garment. Now, drying, you're drying with the help of Mother Nature. You're using the air that we're breathing right now. Okay? So, these shapes we usually see for drying. Line dry, line L-I-N-E. Think of something on a hanger. Okay? Drip dry, you will see 3 lines vertically coming down your box. Dry flat, you see 1 line. How do you think the line looks? Vertical or horizontal? Horizontal. Or you may have dry in the shade. Go in the corner, go in the shade of your box and draw 2 diagonal lines. Strangely enough, you may have do not dry. If you have do not wash by machine, then you'll see do not dry as well. It means that garment, you don't handle it at home. You have to carry that to a professional to handle, okay? That's just an extra caution on that garment. Now you also have ironing instruction, similar to tumble dry and wash, to instruct about the temperature of your iron. You use dots. So a cool iron or very, very, very low heat. 1 dot, medium heat, 2 dots, high heat, 3 dots. You have to respect this. This is a simple way to damage and destroy your garments. If you see 1 dot, your iron cannot be to cotton or linen. You can damage your item. Now, you may sometimes even see symbols like that with stain coming out. or water, and it'll have an X going through it. I'm telling you, do not use any steam on your garment. Or you may have an empty iron with an S going through the entire iron. That means do not iron. Dry cleaning instructions. Sometimes if you have this symbol on your care label, you may see a letter going through it, like a P. That's telling the dry cleaner how to handle your garment. Now, what those letters mean, that's getting very technical, but they know what it means. You just have to appreciate the shape. If you see the shape, then you don't handle it. You carry it to a professional to handle. Okay? But you may also see an empty circle with the X going through it. That means you're not to dry clean it. All right? Now, before we end the video, let's quickly appreciate how to draw symbols. So we have some instructions here, and you're going to help me draw them. So before I draw, you think about it. Let's use red. So our first symbol we want to draw, we want to represent this instruction. Machine wash hot, permanent press cycle. Say out loud what you think the symbol looks like to test your understanding. Machine wash, we know we need a bucket. You can machine wash in a tumble dryer. So draw a bucket. Draw your wave action. Hot, I need 3 dots. Permanent press, do we use 1 line or 2? If you said 1 line, you are correct. Okay? I know we have some people already laughing at my drawing skills. There's always a few. That's okay. I forgive you. Do not use bleach. We know we need to use a triangle. You fill in the shape and you put that X. Don't use bleach. Tumble dry with low heat, gentle cycle. Draw your tumble dry circle. Low heat, 1 dot. Gentle, 2 lines. Gentle or delicate cycle. Almost done. Dry in the shade. We know we use a square. We use a box. We are at the corner. Get to the corner and find some shade. 2 diagonal lines. Then you have the last, iron with warm heat. So that's medium heat to me. You're going to draw your iron. 2 dots. There you have it. Care label symbols. So you have a document attached with all the symbols that we see on our care labels. Okay, so we are going to appreciate that for future.